BOSCH B20CS refrigerator's freezer not working. It is not getting cold enough to make ice. Some food is cold and hard, some are soft. Ice cream is not hard. When I open the door and push the door switch and I don't hear the fans going on the refrigerator side or the freezer side.
Hello, and thank you for using this service. I'll be helping you with your problem today. The first thing you need to do is pull everything out of the freezer and remove the screws going into the back panel of the freezer. Might be covered by little white plastic caps that you pry off with a knife, and then pull the back panel off. What do the silver coils behind this lower back panel look like? Are they packed with frost? No frost? Lightly frosted from top to bottom. Also, the fan overtop the coils. Shut the door and open it quickly. Is the fan running? The fan only runs when the door is shut.
I am not in front of the unit. I close the door switch button on the side, and I don't hear the fans, stated in my symptoms. Relist, answer quality.
Hi, my name is will be assisting you with this problem. Please allow me some time to do research and type a response to each of your posts. Do you still need help with this problem?
Okay. Yes, I need more help.
Okay, sounds like one of a couple of problems. Either the problem is with the evaporator fan motor located behind the lower panel inside the freezer, or the defrost system has failed. Are you located near the unit now? If so, can you open the freezer door and take a look at the lower panel on the inside rear and tell me if you see any frost on the lower panel? Mike.
If I do or do not find frost. What next? I'll go and be back in an hour or email you from home.
If you find frost, the defrost system has failed. This will either be a problem with the defrost heater or sensor. If no frost, then it very likely the evaporator fan has failed. Okay, sounds good. I will be here.
I took the back panel off and found the lower coils were not frosted, but the upper coils had frost on them. The area where the door seal meets the refrigerator was hot. There looks like a sensor is mounted on the upper coils. I did not see a heater coil. What's next? Could it be the defrost timer? Are the coils on the bottom the heater off? Could it be the defrost timer? Are the coils on the bottom the heater of?
Okay, pull the unit out from the wall and remove the lower panel in the rear. Next to the compressor you will see a fan, condenser fan. Is this blowing? If not, the problem is a bad condenser motor. The condenser fan motor is the motor that has the fan. The fact you said the wall feels hot tells me the fan is not running, which is what is causing the problem. If the fan is not running, replace the motor. The condenser fan motor is near the compressor next to the condenser pipes.
I rated you excellent service. See above. When I get back home, I will pull the refridge out and look for the condenser fan. If not, it's the motor. You mean the compressor motor?
The condenser fan motor is the motor that has the fan. The fact you said the wall feels hot tells me the fan is not running, which is what is causing the problem. If the fan is not running, replace the motor. The condenser fan motor is near the compressor next to the condenser pipes. Thanks.
The condenser fan is running. I looked. The walls of the refrigerator are not hot. The area where the door meets the refrigerator body is hot. The fans in the box are not running. When I open the door, I don't hear them running. Where are they, and what turns them on? I see a sensor in the coils that are frosted over. How do I check that? The D sensor. Defrost sensor. The F sensor, is that the freeze sensor? The refrigerator is working, the compressor is working. The thin copper tubing is hot and the fat copper tubing is cold.
Okay, the evaporator fan is located right above the evaporator. If that is not running, disconnect it from the wire harness, hook the wires up to a voltmeter. Tape the door switch down and check to see if you have voltage to the wire harness. If you don't read 120V, then the fan motor is bad.
Where is the evaporator? Where is the evaporator? In the refrigerator compartment. Freezer comp or back of refrigerator. I can only see the compressor and condenser from the back.
Open the freezer door, remove the lower panel on the inside rear. Once the panel is out, you will see the evaporator. Looks like the radiator on a car. Above the evaporator you will see the fan.
I had the freezer panel off yesterday, and you only told me to check if there was frost on the coils. I think my responses are very accurate and detailed enough. I could have checked the fan yesterday. Is there anything other than the switch that turns on the fan? If the voltage is not there, is there another sensor that controls the voltage? I stated in my first description that I did not hear the fans. I will check when I go home tonight. On the wiring diagram on the rear panel, it shows a fuse. It also states if you unplug the compressor, you have to wait 5 minutes to plug it back in. Will that blow the fuse in the refrigerator, or will it trip the mains?
There is no sensor that runs the fan, it runs when the door switch is pressed. Also feel the compressor, let me know if it feels hot or cold.
The compressor is very hot and it seems to be running continuously. Where can I find the defrost timer? What does it look like? Maybe it is stuck in the defrost mode, or never gets to the defrost mode. I stated before that the copper tubing off the compressor, thin copper, high pressure side, is hot and the larger one, low pressure side, is cold, so the compressor is working but very hot.
Don't worry about the defrost timer, this is not a problem with the defrost timer. Smile, listen to the compressor. Do you hear an occasional click or buzz noise every so often? If you're not sure, sit behind the unit for a few minutes and listen.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.